There's a famous piece of research which was done many decades ago with small children who were presented with some treats, some sweets, and they were told that these are yours. You can eat these now. However, if you are patient and you wait for this amount of time, you don't eat them straight away, then you'll get an extra reward, an extra prize. What do you think happened? Some children couldn't resist and did not have the patience, and they ate their sweets straight away. Other children were patient and they struggled with that patience, as children might. And so they preoccupied themselves by playing games, counting the time over, playing with their fingers, looking at other things so they would not be distracted by the colorful wrappers of the sweets. And they won the prize, and they gained the sweets as well. The research didn't stop there. These children were followed into adult life. And it was found that those who had their sweets immediately tended to be the ones who didn't really succeed in their education and careers, because they wanted to have their fun time and games rather than their homework and preparation for future targets and goals. And those who had resisted the temptation to consume the sweets there and then were more successful as children, as students, as teenagers, and into their adult life. My friends, this is the same lesson that we are being taught in Islam. كَلَّا بَلْ تُحِبُّونَ الْعَاجِلَةَ وَتَذَرُونَ الْآخِرَةَ وُجُوهٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ نَاظِرَةٌ إِلَى رَبِّهَا نَاظِرَةٌ وَوُجُوهٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ بَاسِرَةٌ تَظُنُّ أَن يُفْعَلَ بِهَا فَاقِرَةٌ. Surah Al-Qiyamah. What is Allah Ta'ala saying? كَلَّا بَلْ تُحِبُّونَ الْعَاجِلَةَ. Nay, Allah is telling us off. بَلْ تُحِبُّونَ الْعَاجِلَةَ. You like the quick thing, the dunya. وَتَذَرُونَ الْآخِرَةَ. And you leave the long term, the hereafter. Even though وُجُوهٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ نَاظِرَةٌ. Faces on that day will be beaming fresh. إِلَى رَبِّهَا نَاظِرَةٌ. Looking towards Allah, they will see Allah, the mu'mineen. إِلَى رَبِّهَا نَاظِرَةٌ. May Allah make us amongst them. وَوُجُوهٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ بَاسِرَةٌ. Others will be looking weary and tired. تَظُنُّ أَن يُفْعَلَ بِهَا فَاقِرَةٌ. They'll be convinced that there's going to be some back-breaking effort taken from them. تَظُنُّ أَن يُفْعَلَ بِهَا فَاقِرَةٌ كَلَّا إِذَا بَلَغَتِ التَّرَاقِي. Nay, when your soul reaches here, the throat, the neck. وَقِيلَ مَنْ رَاقٍ. And it will be said, who is going to come and do ruqya now to save this soul? But nothing can be done. إِلَى رَبِّكَ يَوْمَئِذٍ الْمَسَاقِ. When the time of death has come, the ruqya and the medicine and everything else will not help. Death will come. The soul will be drawn. وَالْتَفَّتِ السَّاقُ بِالسَّاقِ. And when in the pangs of death the person struggles, then you'll see his feet moving on the bed, and he will push one foot against the other to bear the pain, and he will not be able to bear the pain. وَالْتَفَّتِ السَّاقُ بِالسَّاقِ إِلَى رَبِّكَ يَوْمَئِذٍ الْمَسَاقِ. فَلَا صَدَّقَ وَلَا صَلَّى. The Quran is the Quran. He carries on. But he didn't, even despite this, he didn't perform prayer. He didn't perform salah. فَلَا صَدَّقَ. He didn't affirm the truth of iman. فَلَا صَدَّقَ وَلَا صَلَّى. He didn't perform salah. وَلَكِنْ كَذَّبَ وَتَوَلَّى. But he rejected everything and he turned away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So my friends, it's a very simple, it's a very simple test. Do we fall for the short-term pleasures of this dunya, forbidden though they may be? Do you look at what you want to look at the expense of what Allah has told you not to look at? Do you listen to what you're not supposed to listen to, even though it's been prohibited to listen to what your ears want to listen to? What is it that you say and speak? And when do you say it? Do you use your tongue for righteousness, for falsehood and backbiting? What do you use this heart for? These arms and these legs. The Rasulullah ﷺ said, whoever guarantees for me the safeguarding of that which is between his two jaws and that which is between his two thighs, I guarantee Jannah for him. So is it the quick pleasures, the short-term enjoyments at the expense of which we are selling our akhirah and our soul? Or are we going to give up the short-term pleasures for the long-term pleasure of the akhirah and the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? This is the test of this dunya. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us successful in it. May we pass this exam. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.